You guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that you all had a beautiful weekend. Happy Father's Day to those of you that celebrate Father's Day. If it's your first time to my channel, my name is Lynn. This is Passionate Heart Tarot, and I'm back with another Soulmate Twin Flame reading for you guys because I asked how you like it, and you did. So I'll continue to do these every week for you guys. So this is a special reading because it takes a deep look into your connection with whomever you feel is your soulmate or twin flame. It's the person that you feel is the one. Okay, so this reading explores their current feelings for you deep down. It could be things that they don't share, don't express, but Spirit will show us what is really there, what's on their mind, what's in their heart. And then we'll also take a look and see, what do they want to tell you that they're holding back from saying? What is the secret message that they have for you? We'll take a look at what you need to know the most about the connection to this person, and then we'll look at what the near future holds for you and your person. So this reading is for all signs. Anyone can watch it if they feel like they're involved in that kind of connection. All right, you guys, so again, thank you for everything. Just so that I send you all much love and light. Very excited to be here with you today. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up, comment, share. Let me know what's going on with you guys. And before I begin the reading, just want to take a moment to invite the white light of the Holy Spirit. All right, you guys, so let's take a look and see, how do they currently feel? What is in their heart? What is on their mind? So Sagittarius energy is here. So you guys might be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you could have that in your chart. Your person could have that in their chart. For those of you that are in separation, I see so much energy of having thought about things when it comes to you, and what they really want is to be able to come back. There's a lot of back and forth and almost an uncertainty that this person has when it comes to you, because part of them feels like, well, why am I not hearing from them? Why are they not reaching out to me? Or if things are, for those of you that are still with this person, not in separation, I have to tell you that they are starting to feel like you guys are growing apart. And that's not a negative thing. It's important for you to know. And it's because they care so much about the connection, how you make them feel, and they look at it as something that they would never want to lose. Especially though, for those of you that are separated from your person, I see so much energy here of them wanting to come back into the picture. It's something that they're growing very anxious about. I know that they're growing anxious about it. And I will tell you one thing about this person's energy is they feel like you're just cool, you know, like you're level. Like you might even be okay with the way that things are. And if you're not, and if you miss your person the way that I can see they miss you, it's going to be important to show it, to maybe even like reach out and fight for the connection if you don't want it to get away from you even further. It's funny because although some of you might be separated from this person, you're really not though. Not in your hearts, not in your souls, not even in your minds. I wonder if some of you are like in this weird phase where you're trying to figure things out with them. And if it's unclear to you how they feel, I know that they want to come back. They want to like try to rebuild it. There's a lot of feelings, a lot of emotion that's been built up between the two of you, which is, you know, love for one another. And I see where they want to come back, but they're wondering like, is that what you want? Because you know, to see this energy, it's very telling because they might even feel like they're putting in more effort than you. So it has them questioning, are you as interested? So what they want from you is like to hear from you, whether it's you call them, text them, stop by and see them. This is like spending quality time, and they feel like they're not getting it, but they want it. I know that they want to just start things over, to get another chance. I can see how much they trust you. They trust their heart with you. So that's important for you to know, because I see where there's like a lot of unanswered questions for you guys, wondering where this person stands with you. And the funny thing about that is they're wondering, where do you stand with them? They're very anxious about talking to you and hearing from you. And what they want to do is come back. It's beautiful because there's so much trust that I can see. This Fool card coming through with Temperance in reverse. It's like they want it now. They want it now. They want you guys to say, what are we? What are we going to be? Where is this going? They want you to trust them enough to take a chance with your heart. And I can see the back and forth that some of you have had with this person. If anything happened to break the trust, it's important for you to know that the trust has been restored. And sometimes, when we're in these relationships that are so emotional, like these kinds of deep connections, when things are so intensified, a lot of things can get misinterpreted and feelings get hurt so much easier. But what I can see here is that trust has been rebuilt. They're kind of just waiting to hear from you, wanting to hear from you, wanting to know that this is what you want and that you want to take a chance on this as well. And another important thing is, if you feel that this is your energy and like this is reversed, it's important for you to accept that it's not reversed, because this is how your person feels about you. It's not reversed. You guys might feel the same exact way. But then it's like this cycle of who's gonna initiate things. I know that this person feels like they have. They feel like they have, and they feel like they don't know if it's really like come across as clear to you that this is what they want, to get back together, to see where things could go. But they still feel like, they're anxious because they see you as a path, as something that's destined. Like if you guys were to come back together, things could lead to a very successful and beautiful place. So that's really for those of you that are separate from this person. If you're with them now, it's just the longing that they have to try to like get things back on solid ground, to rebuild it, so you guys can both have a clear picture of what the future holds. They haven't lost any faith, although for some of you that are still with this person, they do feel like you might be drifting apart. And that is not what they want. All right, I do want to take a look at this Fool card here, because it's just a very free-spirited, very warm energy of just their heart is open to you. That's very, very important for you to know, that they are open to receiving, open to listening, open to loving, and really open to starting things again, because they trust it. They feel like it's the right thing to do. All right, you guys, I want to take a look at this Fool card here. Wow, it's beautiful. I can tell you how much they're holding on to you. And there's that energy there of Gemini, of just being so in sync with one another. I know that you feel this already, but I want to tell you how many lifetimes that you've had with this person. That's probably why when you met them, they seem so familiar to you. I can see where they're just still holding on so tight. but they want to know, are you going to open up to them? Are you going to really let them in? Because I mean, they're so open when it comes to you. There's so much attraction that's here. They look at you like a blessing, and to be able to be with you would be a blessing. There's so much sunshine in these cards. I wonder if some of you are dealing with a Leo, because like that energy is here. But it's very beautiful for how they feel about you. So much of wanting to come back and for you to open up your heart to them, open up your heart to the connection that the two of you share. It's something very, very special. So especially for those of you that are separate from this person, you're really not. I'm telling you, not. You're still very in sync with one another. So they want you to take a chance on them. Now let's move on and see, what is the secret message? What do they want to tell you that they're holding back from saying? Let's see what Spirit shows us. So again, Sagittarius energy is very, very strong here. So you guys might even be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you could be a Sagittarius who's watching this. There's a lot of sexual energy. I mean, it's highly, highly sexual that's here. I know that this person is experiencing a lot of frustration sexually. It's important that we look at these things, because those of you that are with your person, it's like the fact that they're holding back. I mean, there's a lot of like even kinky energy that is here. So that's important for you to know. So for those of you that are with your person now, I can see where they want to do different things, try different things. For some of you, it could even be involving someone else in the equation. Like for those of you that are like would allow that, I can see where it's like fantasy that this person has. And I mean, this just speaks to, if you just look at the symbolism in these cards, it's highly sexual. But there's also a sense of frustration that's here, like wanting so much more. That's important for those of you that are apart from your person now. They really need like attention sexually, physically. It's like a true longing for it. But the thing about it is they kind of feel like you're not as motivated as them. So there's like a lopsidedness in the energy, so much holding back that's here. So just know that that's what they want. And if you see this person, if you choose to reach out to them, I mean, you can expect to have a lot of passion, physically, sexually. It's not something that they're gonna want to wait on at all, because the yearning that is here is crazy. So just know that they are still highly, highly attracted to you, still want you. There's still so much passion. They feel like you are so sexy, so alluring. Like the satisfaction is here. The fantasizing is here, but then there's so much frustration. So for those of you that are with your person, you might want to try to do something to show them like a spicier side to the connection, because that is here. It depends on like how much you want to do with this person. To see the energy of someone else involved, it doesn't literally have to be that you bring someone else into the connection. It could even be like certain movies that you guys watch together and things like that. So that's important for you to know, because I know not everyone is comfortable with that kind of energy. And for those of you that are, I mean, it's like a fantasy that is on your person's mind. But of course, you come first. The yearning is to be with you and to just do anything and everything together. So that is what they want to tell you. How much they are still so attracted to you, and at the same time still want to take things to another level, to do new things together, maybe even like role playing for some of you, but they just don't know how you'll feel. They don't know if you'll actually be like motivated to do that with them, or try these things with them. I wonder if you guys have talked about that before, because I can see the energy of like having talked about it before and hoping that you're gonna be open to it. But what they're holding back from telling you, I wonder if they feel like you'll be uncomfortable with it. That's why there's like, you know, we're looking at the secret, and the secret is like highly sexual. Not that they're, you know, doing something behind your back. This is about what they want to do with you that they might be afraid to say, especially if you're together. They don't want to turn you off, but it's something that's a huge turn on to them. And for those of you that are separated from your person, just know, I mean, how much the attraction is still there, how much they still fantasize and think about you. No one has ever satisfied them the way that you do. So that's very important for you guys to know, all right? So that is the secret message that we have for the week ahead. Now let's take a look and see, what do you need to know the most? I know that we already looked at a lot of important things that Spirit showed us, but let's ask Spirit, what do you need to know the most? What do you need to know the most about your person? So there's some Scorpio energy, Aries energy is coming through. So you guys might have that in your chart, or you could be dealing with someone that has Aries or Scorpio in their chart. So it's very important for you to know about your person's energy that I can see is the true loneliness that is here. So that's where like everything is coming full circle now, about the longing to connect with you physically and sexually, the longing for you to take a chance on them, reach out to them, because I know that they feel very sad when they haven't heard from you, because they do feel like they're putting themselves out there and making it known what they want, and they feel like they're not getting that in return. But what's very, very important for you to know is that they're not going to show you that. This King of Pentacles energy is someone who has a lot of pride. They have a lot of pride because they know what they have to offer someone. So there's pride, there's confidence, and they never want to show a weakness. So it's funny the way that this person shows you one thing and then is so sad, so lonely, feels very left out, very misunderstood. I wonder if some of them are even having money troubles, because there's a lot of like energy here of struggling financially, like the worry. There's a lot of poverty here in these cards. So it does make me wonder if, because King of Pentacles is someone who's not struggling for anything. Like I said, the Pentacles represents materialism, money, things like that. So they'll show you one thing, like the confident side, like everything is okay. But for some of you, your person might be struggling. I wonder if they're worried about work, you know, with everything that's going on. It's funny to see this Emperor here, because I wonder if some of them are having like issues at work this week with a boss or something like that, worried about what the outcome is going to be there. So that's important for you to know, because they'll do things to save face. That's what I'm telling you, is they're not going to just put all their feelings out there, especially if they feel like they're struggling financially or having problems at work. They're going to keep it to themselves and show you their best side. So it's important to just have empathy when it comes to them. Okay, but what I have to warn you about this King of Pentacles is I feel like this person can kind of be a jerk from time to time, and it's because of insecurity. It's because of what they have going on that they're keeping to themselves. So don't be surprised, okay? It's not going to be something that they like carry on for the whole week. But I know that like this person's pride and ego can get the best of them. So that's just important for you to know. But aside from all of the emphasis here on work and money, I know that your person this week is in a place where they really are longing to be embraced by you. I wonder if you guys have talked about moving in together. I know that they look at that like a blessing and something that would not only ease financial strain, but just make them feel like they understand where they're heading and like where they're supposed to be. Because I see where they have so much that they want to offer you. I see this true level of commitment that they feel for you. And I know that if you guys were to come together in that way, especially if you've talked about taking your relationship to that level, you're going to see a different side to them. They are very serious. This is someone that you can trust. That's important for you to know. And I just see like a loneliness that's around them, wanting so badly to be embraced, because there's just like this feeling of being on the outside, not being a part of things. And that feels very lonely to them. And I know that you care deeply for this person and you don't want them to feel that way. So your person might need to be embraced a little bit more this week. Maybe spending more time with them if you can. And for those of you that are separate, they're growing more and more lonely. And it's really going to get to them this week if they don't hear from you, if they don't talk to you. Because I know some of you are like in this weird phase that I can see of still deciding where this is going and what it's going to be. So now is definitely not the time to hold back from reaching out to your person this week, because it's going to be very hurtful to them, because there's a lot of sensitivity here. So that's what I can see for what you need to know the most. There is like a lot of emotion that they're going through. For some of you, they have like trouble at work. They have worries, worrying about like what they can bring to the table, what they can provide. That kind of energy is here. But the most important thing is like how they feel inside, what they're thinking, but what they actually show. So just know that if they show you this, what's really going on with them might come out in different ways. Like I said, like being a jerk, they could be short with you, like out of the blue, and you're wondering like, well, what's going on? I thought everything was okay, but everything's really not okay with them. It's just King of Pentacles energy is not someone that's gonna just break down. They're like they're a strong person, and they've probably been taught to not show any weakness. Especially if they have a highly masculine energy, they always want to come across as being in control, being on top. Like this alpha energy is here. All right, you guys. So now let's take a look and see what Spirit shows us about the near future. I know that we covered a lot, but let's take a look and see What does the near future hold for all of the beautiful soulmate twin flame connections? Let's see. So there's lots of energy flipping over. It's similar. I hope that your person, for those of you, it's a lot of messages here, because if you want to talk to this person, if you want to reach out to them, then you should do it. You really should. Like, it depends on what you've gone through. I understand that. But it's kind of not worth it to keep playing like this, keep playing the same role, or like keep waiting for the other one to reach out first, because that's not going to bring the two of you together. It's only going to push you further and further apart, because the certain energies that flipped over have to do with like insecurities building up. But that can all be prevented with proper communication. I know that's not the easiest thing to do, but I just want you guys to be together, you know? Like, I really root for you guys in these situations with this person that you feel is the one for you. But I also know so many factors come in the way, especially when so much emotion is involved. But let's look and see what Spirit shows us. What does the near future hold? Wow, so I see the energy of someone really letting their guard down, like in a major way, letting their heart, it's beautiful, because it's like opening up so much. So Libra and Leo energy is here, so you guys might have that in your chart. Cancer is here as well, so you could be dealing with one of those signs, or they might have it in their chart, or you could. Things can move along rather quickly in the right direction. That's what I can see the near future holding. That's the potential for what could come in this week, especially like if you guys would just talk. For those of you still with this person, if you remember everything that Spirit showed us throughout the reading about what they're longing for and the attention that they hope to get from you, I mean, that can really, if you give it to them, that can really move things along down a very fast and beautiful path. It's like a balance. So it's like you give an equal amount, they give an equal amount, and that's how everything is like yin and yang. It's balanced, so things can move forward steadily. It's beautiful, because even if you don't really know how is it going to happen, I can see the energy of it happening. So don't worry about that, like how it's going to happen. Just focus on how happy you'll feel when it does, when things are moving in the right direction, because I see the energy of you guys having a conversation, of talking, and after that conversation, it just brings so much relief. I don't think you guys understand fully how much this weighs on you, how much certain things do. I mean, I see this energy here, but the beautiful thing about it, it's very heavy. Do you see where this person is? Like, their hair is white, they're like in agony, they're losing sleep because they're thinking about like everything that's on their mind, everything that's on their plate. To see it in reverse, it's like it's getting removed, it's getting lifted after a conversation. Makes the two of you feel much better about where you stand with each other and what you have. That's why there's so much energy here of like letting your guard down. It's something that when you have this conversation, it builds confidence between the two of you in what you have in the connection. There's just a lot of energy here of forgiveness, of someone realizing like, well, maybe I was being too hard on them, or maybe I thought they were being too hard on me, and we don't need to be in that space anymore. There's so much energy here of just like letting things go and letting your hearts speak for you, letting your hearts think for you, like not thinking about everything so logically and what's right, but thinking about like what's right based on what feels right in your heart, in your soul. So there's a lot of beautiful energy that's coming in for you guys in your connections. Letting your guard down, letting them in, and opening up your heart. And when you do that, things are gonna move down a beautiful path. I see where as long as the two of you feel that it's safe, a lot of work will be dedicated to the connection and to one another. And when I say safe, it's like within your heart, understanding that you are on the same page and have the same goals, intentions of moving forward together. So a lot of relief is coming in, especially those of you that have been anxious and like waiting to hear from your person. I see the communication that's there because someone is just gonna let their heart lead them rather than like being so logical all the time of like, well, I texted last, I did this last, so now it's their turn. Like logic is kind of going out the window, which is a good thing when it comes to you guys, because when you hold back from one another, it's not positive, it's not healthy, it doesn't allow the connection to flourish in the way that you want it. So it's beautiful to see the way someone is going to open up their heart, let their heart speak for them in the week ahead. And that's when all like things start to get turned around. There's like a true ease, an easing of the mind, like of this pressure that's been there, like who's going to make the first move, that kind of thing. Whether or not you choose to do it, it is going to happen. That's what I want you guys to know. So the week ahead does look very positive. It looks very beautiful. All right, you guys. So I think I'm going to go ahead and stop your reading there to end it just on a positive note, because this reading did cover so much and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I send you all much love and light. If you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up, comment, let me know what's going on, share this. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in about a week. Thank you for everything, and I will talk to you soon.